Oh, that loop, he's a proper. Nah, I just cheat him out. Oh, I hate that loop.
Yo guys, what is going on? It's Lukey here and welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'm going to be covering the best class up for the AUG after the new update. Now in my opinion, this weapon is super underrated and it's actually super powerful with these attachments on it. So I definitely recommend you guys watching this video, trying this class up out and seeing how you like it, because I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys are going to like this. Now, I'm going to get straight into this. If you guys do enjoy, please consider subscribing to the channel. That would be amazing. I'm trying to hit 20,000 subscribers. I'm around about 500 subscribers away, so every single sub is much appreciated. Anyway, here are the attachments I like to use. So first up, it's going to be the monolithic suppressor. This increases the damage range and it suppresses the weapon. So it's going to basically give this weapon a little bit extra range. Now, this weapon already has incredible range for an SMG, so with this attachment it's going to make it even better. And also the next attachment here as well also increases the range by quite a lot, and the control and also the accuracy. So this attachment right here is definitely going to make this weapon into a very good weapon, so I strongly advise you guys sticking on this attachment right here. It increases the control, accuracy and range, so it's going to be very helpful. Next up though is the F-Tac Ultralight Hollow Stock. This increases the mobility by just a little bit. The mobility on this SMG is a little bit slower than your typical SMG, so it's not going to exactly be as quick as the P90 or the Uzi or the MP7 or the MP5. It will be a little bit slower than those weapons, but still, it is a pretty nice weapon to use. Next up is the Stifle Grip Tape for even better mobility. Like I said before, the mobility on this weapon isn't great, so sticking on these attachments is going to help boost the mobility up by just a little bit. So I do strongly advise you guys sticking on this attachment. Next up is going to be the most important attachment of all of them, and that is going to be the 5.56 NATO 60 round drums. Now this increases the damage and the range by quite a lot, as you guys can see on the damage and range there. It boosts it up quite a lot, and therefore it's going to make this weapon just really powerful. Now if I was to call this weapon something, I would call it the SMG AK-47. Now that might sound a little bit weird, but basically what I mean by this is if you have used the AK-47, then you would obviously have realized that the AK-47 is a super powerful weapon, but it's probably got the lowest mobility out of all the assault rifles. I think the Odin might be a little bit slower, but it's definitely got one of the slowest mobilities out of all of the assault rifles. So this is the same with this weapon. It's super powerful, but it's got one of the lowest mobilities out of all the SMGs. So this is definitely not going to feel like your typical SMG. It's not going to feel like the MP5, the P90, the Uzi, the MP7. It's going to be a very different feeling kind of SMG. So this SMG really does stand out from all the other ones in terms of damage and range, which is where it basically is got the best stats in. So the damage and range on this weapon is the best out of pretty much all the SMGs, I'm pretty sure, and the reason for that is because of this one attachment. So as you can see, at the moment I'm literally on top of the Rust map, and I'm using this weapon like I would use as an assault rifle. I'm killing people at super long ranges with basically no difficulty at all. Like, it's super easy to kill these people at all of these long ranges. As you guys can see, I'm just using this weapon literally like you would with an assault rifle. If I had something like the P90 or something, I probably wouldn't be able to use this weapon, or I wouldn't be able to do this with this weapon, and that is why I just love it so much, because it's an SMG and it's still going to be super good at those closer ranges, but it's also going to be really lethal at those longer ranges as well. So as you guys can see right now, for example, I'm on top of the Rust map, which is something you would typically do with a assault rifle. Now this weapon feels like an assault rifle to me. As you guys can see, like, those two people, I killed them in about 3 bullets or so. Like, this weapon, like, just that for example, I was so surprised when I was using this weapon. I was so surprised that I was actually getting these kind of kills with it. Like, those 2 kills right there, they were both headshots, but I literally killed them both in 2 bullets, and they were the easiest 2 kills I've ever gotten in any Call of Duty. Those 2 there, I killed those 2. I didn't even think like I would even kill those two people. Like, I was even surprised, like at the end, I even shot the body just to make sure that he was actually dead, because I didn't actually think he was going to be dead. So I was really surprised in some of the kills I get with this weapon, and that is going to be why this weapon is honestly one of the best weapons in the game. So like that, for example, that guy was showing literally just his arm, and somehow I still won the gunfight. And typically in your normal gunfight, if I was using something else, maybe the MP5 or something, I don't really think I would have won that gunfight. Now, just there, for example, as well, like, I was so surprised when using this weapon of how powerful it really is. There's another example. I killed that guy in the back with literally 2 bullets. Like, it's super overpowered, and it's so satisfying to use as well. And one thing I do love about this weapon as well is the fact that you can get a 60 round magazine with this attachment. So that is one really good thing. Now, there's 2 attachments. The first one is a 30 round magazine with this attachment that increases the damage and the range, and then the second one is a 60 round. So 60 rounds in an SMG is honestly going to be really helpful, and especially when you have this much damage coming out of these bullets. So you're going to have a bunch of bullets, 60 bullets in your magazine. They're going to be super high damage bullets, and also you're going to be able to literally kill people across the map with no problem whatsoever. So I do really recommend you guys sticking that attachment on. That attachment is probably the #1 attachment to use on the AUG, just to make it stand out from every other weapon. So I do see a lot of people saying that the AUG is probably one of the worst SMGs in the game. What is your opinion on that, by the way? I think it's probably top 3, to be honest. My top 3 SMGs are probably going to be the MP5, the MP7, and then the AUG at number 3, and then maybe at number 4 I'd go with like the P90, then the UZI, and etc. So in my opinion, the AUG is actually up there with some of the best weapons in the game, but it only is good with this attachment on. So if you haven't leveled up the AUG yet, then you're gonna have to level it up a little bit before you can actually go ahead and use this attachment. Now, another thing I love about this weapon is it's actually really good in Warzone as well. So if you haven't used this weapon in Warzone yet, it's probably one of the most underrated weapons for Warzone, because it has a super high damage output. So you guys are going to be able to kill people and completely get rid of their armor in probably about 5 or 6 shots of this weapon. Trust me, just give it a go and you guys will not be let down. Another thing I love about this weapon is going to be the iron sights. As you guys can see, the iron sights are super clean. It's just a simple little dot in the middle with 2 lines either side, and for me, that is probably the cleanest iron sights in the game, or at least one of the cleanest. That's the kind of iron sights I like in this game. It kind of looks like the MSMC, if you guys remember that. It's a little bit similar to that, but yeah, it's definitely super easy to use. And if you guys are struggling with getting people off head glitches as well, then this is going to be one of those weapons where you guys can kill people off head glitches extremely easy. So if you guys know the map Shoot House, look at that, just look at that kill right there. That guy was shooting me, I turned around and I still somehow managed to kill him. But anyway, yeah, if you guys know the map Shoot House, you know either side of the spawn there is one little head glitch on both sides of the spawn, and it looks directly to the other side of the map and into the middle of the map. And every single game, a lot of people like to just sit there and camp there literally the whole entire game with snipers, assault rifles, LMGs, etc. But if you have this attachment on your AUG, then you guys are going to be able to kill these people off those head glitches extremely easily, because of the damage is so high. So if you literally hit 2 shots in the head with this weapon, it instantly kills them. And I'm not even lying, 2 shots in the head with this weapon instantly kills them. It usually takes about 3 shots with like the MP5 and the P90, etc. But with this weapon, 2 shots in the head and they are dead. So this weapon is super easy for getting people off those nasty head glitches, so I do strongly advise you guys to go ahead and use it, especially if you are struggling. Let's say, for example, there's someone on Shoot House. If you have this weapon on standby, then you can quickly change to this class and you guys can easily kill them off that head glitch, and they will probably never go to that head glitch again because how easy it is to kill them off the head glitch. But anyway, that has been it for today's video. Thank you all so much for watching. If you guys are new once again and you have made it to the end of the video, thank you so much for watching the whole video. It really does mean a lot to me. Make sure to go ahead and subscribe for more content, by the way. I will be uploading every single day some Call of Duty content, best class ups, tips and tricks, Warzone videos, and all of that good stuff. So yeah, you guys do not want to miss out on that. But once again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.